Hi, this is Rabbi Orlofsky with our special Hanukkah question and answers. Captain Haddock writes, how did the Jews playing dreidels ever fool the Greeks? Did the Yevonim walk in and say, oh, it's just a bunch of grown men playing with a top and walk out? They weren't cartoon characters who could be fooled with silly tricks. No, they could not. But that's only because you are much more sophisticated. I don't know if you've ever gone to a casino, but you probably play blackjack, you play poker, you might play dice, you might use the one-armed bandits, slot machines. But there's this one thing called a roulette wheel, where you put the little ball and you spin it around and the number comes out. That's just a more sophisticated form of a dreidel. Yeah. There were all kinds of gambling devices that they had. The Gemara refers to a gambler as a mesachek bekubia, a dice player. And that's what they used. They didn't have playing cards back then. They used things like this. So a dreidel was a gambling device that was used. And it was common at the time. So the idea is, if you find a bunch of people hanging up in the mountains gambling, so okay, it's a legal casino. It's an illegal dice game. But the Greeks would see this as something that a person who was going to go gambling would hide out in the mountains to do. That was natural at that time. It's just the dreidel was one of the gambling devices that they used at that time. Obviously, afterwards it becomes a symbol and becomes much more meaningful, and we find deeper meaning in it. But on the simplest level, that's how they were gambling. That's why the Greeks saw them gambling, and it was no difference than throwing dice, 2 cubes on the ground, or spinning a roulette wheel, or spinning a dreidel to see who wins. Everyone should have a Lichtlich in Hanukkah.